Hi you guys, welcome to the end of the video. So now that we're done, let's debrief. Let's go ahead and kind of review what I learned in this session. Well, first let me tell you what I used. Okay, so I used this stamping plate from Queen, the butterflies. I used this stamping plate from Maniology. I used that little star right there. I used this stamping plate from Amazon, and I used this one and this one. And I think a few of these, I forget which one, but okay, I use this Queen stamper, which basically they all look the same. This one just happens to be Queen. I have no idea where I got the stamper, but this one, oh my God, is totally my favorite. I love how big it is, like how round, how fluffy when you stamp, and it sticks out so well. I wish I remember where I got it. They usually come free when you buy stamping stuff, so it could have been really anything. This is my original. As you can see, it's Born Pretty. So this is when I was like doing all the practice in the very beginning. So it's kind of old. It's a little bit torn. So I only used it as I needed while the other stamper was being used for drying image. But I was gonna throw these out, but then I saw on TikTok that you can use these to pick up and apply glitter on your nail. So I'm gonna leave that here. I'm not gonna throw it out. Okay, so I used some of my Born Pretty stamping polishes, these 3 colors, and I loved using them. They were so easy to use, as you saw. Like, pickup was wonderful. That I used this. I got this from Amazon. It's stuck on your base coat. So when the image sometimes didn't stick because it maybe dried too much, you know, it was on the stamper and it didn't stick, I put a little bit of this on wherever I wanted to put it. I didn't even really have to let it dry, and it just stuck. So this was really nice, and the bottle is so cute and there's flowers in it. So I really like this. I don't remember how much it costs, but if you want the link, I can give it to you. But this was on Amazon. I used my Maniology Smudge Free Top Coat, as you saw, after I stamped. I used my Varnell Glass top coat, which is now my favorite top coat. It is so shiny and it stays shiny. I need to get another one of these, okay? I used these glow flakes. So I used the blue one. And this is, of course, one of my very beginning Shein purchases, but they glow in the dark, so I used the blue one. And of course, my Born Pretty scraper and my little thingy right here. Okay. Oh, and of course, the Tipex light. Okay, so first off, let's start from like the very beginning. I love the Tipex light. I love the shape. I love how they apply. They feel natural. I just love the shape. I love the length. It's not too crazy, but it's not too short. Makes my hands look femme and pretty. So I love these. These bite so well. And the thumb was perfect for my thumb. So I think they run a little big because I'm usually a 000. And this one fit perfect. So I really like these. I think I'm gonna have to see if they're still on sale, and I'm gonna have to reload. So this was the Coffin Long, and I love them. I love them. So this is a 10 out of 10, would recommend. Okay, so I went into this practice not really knowing what I wanted to do. I knew that I wanted to, try things that I've seen, like Sandra do and Melissa do, and just like, just things that I've seen Jen do. I know I want it to be sparkly because sparkly is like the way to go. I started out with a sparkly base, and then I figured whatever I want to stamp would just go on top. And this is just the way it turned out. I wanted something fun, so that's why I went with this. As far as design, my biggest thing is with stamping, I have like a mental block on knowing what to design, how to design. And I realized that I probably have to plan it out more. I have to plan by the images, look at the stamping, and then see the images that I have and see, kind of like go that route. This time around in this practice, I just had one goal to make it, one, to get the image to stay, two, to actually put it on my nail, and for it to look, semi-good. I wanted to use the tip, so I knew it had to work. There was no other option. So as I was, when I did the butterfly, all good. When I decided to do the rose, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna try to reverse stamp. And as you saw, I was putting out, dipping, brush, going back in. And then I thought, you know what? The whole image needs to be the one color. So I'm just gonna put like a big blob in the middle and just like spread it out. I don't know if that's the way it's supposed to go, but that way worked out perfectly for me. One, the back and forth, could be kind of annoying. And two, it gives it less chance for the polish to dry so quickly. So, you work quick, but once the big blob is on there, maybe not too big, but you know what I mean, then you can spread it accordingly and work fast. And I like the way that turned out, and that's this one. I jacked it up right there, so let's not see this, so let's ignore that. But so this is it, and it came out pretty good, for my first time. It's awesome. Okay, and the same with this one. And what I noticed about these two images, this one is completely see-through, the edging, blah blah. But this one, it has the darker gray, the dark, or you know what I mean, like some parts of exposed and some are not. And I realized, and it's this one, those parts are gonna be the black parts. So I love the way this type of image, how it looks. It looks definitely like 3D-ish. It kind of reminds me of like a Sailor Jerry tattoo. Like, I love the black, well, in this case black because I use black, the definition of it and the lining of it. So I realized that there's different types of, and I'm sure you probably already know this already because you've probably been doing this for way longer than me, but like the different types of image. So like this one is completely clear. This one's some parts, just like the highlights basically are left out. And then there's other ones that I don't think I have a plate of. Oh, okay, maybe. I don't think I have a plate of. But the other one that is like completely, this is probably pretty close, like completely, so all the darker gray would be like black or whatever the main color. and whatever's underneath will shine through the uncolored part. And my original thought that I wanted to do, I wanted to do a design like that so that the sparkle can shine through, but I really didn't have that many images like that. So that's why I went with this. But so yeah, so reverse stamping. So I did this one and this one, and then I wanted to accent this nail because this is the very first stamp that I put on my nail. But then when I tried this one, ooh, I want more roses. So I kind of layered, you know, I put the rose stamp, which I also reverse stamp on top of the butterfly. And I love this effect. The layered stamping is also very, very cool to me. It's kind of like layered stickers. So I really like the way that turned out. And again, I love how the sparkle is seen under the image and stuff. And the same with this one a little bit. I have to really work on designing what I'm gonna do so that way I'm not just in the middle of doing something and not realizing what I'm gonna do. Like this one, like I wanted to do an accent nail, and by the end of it I was kind of stuck. Like, what can I do? I could have put another rose, but I kind of wanted to break the, you know, the pattern. So I went this route just with the butterfly and a little bit of stars. By the way, I love the filler little stamps that just fill in those pieces. I don't have many of those, so I think I want to get a stamping plate. I know I said I wasn't going to get any more, but with like little filler designs, you know. So I went, in this case, since I worked with what I had, I went with these stars. But I think they turned out well. I liked everything I used. The stamping polishes were so easy to use. If you get a chance to go on Amazon, and of course, you know, if you're able to, I think you should get all three sets, because it gives you a variety of color. It gives you some like metallic, and you know, the black, the white, the neon, you know. So if you get all three of the collections, then you have basically all the colors you need, really. But yeah, so I hope you like them. I think they turned out good for my very first time reverse stamping. Definitely something I want to try again, but I think that my next stamping practice, I think I'm going to try to do chrome stamping, because I really love the way that looks. I'm going to try to also do like, actually be proactive and design something with using the plates. Like, so in my head, when I start to stamp, I know exactly what I'm doing, and all that. But I really love this. I hope you guys like it too. I really enjoyed this practice time, and you know, they're not perfect, but they're good for a first time, like not a first time stamper, but first time reverse stamping. I like the way they look cohesive. To me, they look like kind of like stained glass, kind of. I didn't know really what to call them. My daughter said they look kind of like stained glass-ish. And she said that if I outlined them, but I kind of didn't want to do all that. But what do you think? What kind of like art does this look like? Maybe like stained glass? I thought so. Let me know in the comments. But I appreciate you watching, and thank you so much. And I love learning, and I love doing new things, and I'm so excited to continue my stamping practice. It's fun, and again, it's something else, so that way, you know, when I want to do something different, I can just jump into another medium and do it like that. And I think designing nails in any medium is wonderful, and I love it. Okay, well, thank you guys for watching, and I will catch you on the next one. Adios. Bye.